Aloha everyone, welcome to another episode of my Apex Arena reviews. From time to time I get the question, should I build Templar Knights? If you're still in the early stages of building your box and have not completed your core training, I strongly recommend against it. That is correct, probably not a good idea yet. However, if your training is almost done and you're working your way to Langrisser rank or higher, Templar Knights certainly has their use. The issue with Templar Knights is that they're very situational and not good for general use. Now with that said, I want to show an example of how Templar Knights can really shine in the right scenario. Now today I had some extra time after work and decided to play a casual Apex game. Now when I saw who it was, I was like, shit, why me? Of course, I get a super strong player, Jaeger. I recognize the name because he's on the leaderboard sitting at number 23 with 2,143 points. But just because the opponent is strong doesn't mean we should give up. So I gave him my best shot. So let's take a look at the game. So starting with the pick ban, well actually let's look at the box first. So if you look at my opponent's box, you see two assassins. SP Freya kinda stood out. Young Jessica stood out. But Rosalia, Leon, Luna, I can tell it's a most likely a single target rush box. However, oh, and then also with Iris, so for the teleport most likely because it's rushing, or even you using Iris with Yulia. Anyways, so with the pick ban, and also when I saw that, you know, I banned my Albedo right away, I knew it was a single target kill juggler box. So, but I have no choice, I had to pick juggler. Yep, got rid of my long leg, get rid of Rosenseal, who's very pain in the butt, and right off, instead of picking a tank, pick SP Elwin. So I banned Illustrial, bang off the tanks, and to kind of counter it, Odious. Of course, then they got rid of my mythical buffer, pick Rosalia, so very long legs. I had to get rid of Ares and Luna so that, you know, he can't reach me round 1. Pick Sophia, so I already lost a healer. Then my debuffers got banned. Delid. Then I got rid of the teleporter and the second assassin. Pick Yusuke. And of course, I get my Gospels taken care of, and they got Liana. Liana says player 2 is very strong, of course. And I didn't want to deal with Yulia nor the extra long range mage, and I picked Iron Rod. And even more long leg. Can't get rid of them all, right? So right away, I had to stall to set up. So I put up my defenses. And he's just going around, he's gonna go around up and down, so that I can't guard him against both ways. And I buff up, get ready to take the hit. Round 2. There he goes. So I'm pretty sure that he's gonna most likely start attacking me at the ending of round 2. That's my assumption, especially with Dila giving the speed boost to Elwin. Sure enough, come in, hits me pretty hard, gives me the heal block. Didn't do much damage, but still, I can't heal. Here comes Dilit. Second hit. And I thought I was gonna die, but no. I survived. Move back. And I wanted to stall them a little bit more if possible, so I pushed them back and sealed off the top so he can't really use those towels. Kill the first life of Elwyn. And Juggler's taking a third hit, which then gave me the opportunity to finish off Elwyn. Here comes Rosalia. And finishes off my Yusuke. So I'm like totally disadvantaged right now. And then Leon comes in, hits me super hard. That's a lot of damage there. And finishes me off. One hit. 2 lives. Unfortunately for me, I have Iron Rod, and I was able to the double whammy. Oh yeah, 2 for the price of 1. Now we're 2 against 2. I mean, Deal is sword, right? And Iron Rod is Lancer, so I'm definitely at a disadvantage here. There's both my 3C protection. But looked like it didn't really matter. So now we play patty cake. You touch me, I touch you. Nice, nice. And for a couple turns, we don't really get anywhere. Touching's nice though. It's gotta be gentle. Both sides very resilient, not really able to finish off, and I thought I was like, ah, almost, so close, so close, so close. So close. And not quite, not quite. Still doing a lot of touching, but that's about it. And now that we wind is up, that means I'm able to Arian Rod use her 3C. And this is important is because I have to hit both of them and damage them enough so that he only can heal 1, but instead he chose to Gospel, so I took the opportunity to kill off Liana, which was, then he took the opportunity to kill off Sophia, so it's a trade. But of course, you know, it's all about them Templar Knights, right? So I think we're on the last turn here, and that's it. I wasn't able to kill him, and he wasn't able to kill me. It is the last turn, and we already know what the outcome is. So as you can see at the end, although Dida is sword, as I mentioned earlier, against a Lancer Arian Rod, she was not able to do much anything to her. Something to think about is the combination of the heroes my opponent picked in the very beginning. So now that you have seen the fight and seen the outcome, let's go back to the very beginning. Okay, so let's look at the setup of the fight itself. So he did pick SP Elwyn, so I already knew SP Elwyn's gonna come with unicorns. And in order to counter SP Elwyn, I had no choice but to bring Stone Colossus. Now, of course, my opponent is a very strong player, and he knows that I'll be picking up Stone Colossus to counter SP Elwyn, and that's why D-Lid brought Heavy Infantry to counter the Stone Colossus. Right? It all makes sense so far. So with that said, this means I need something to be able to sort of counter his soldiers, as well as being able not only to survive, but also to be able to do enough damage. Now, this is where the Templar Knights really shines, because Templar Knights, as you can see, super high magic defense, which is strong against unicorns. And because Templar Knights are horse, it's a counter to heavy infantry. So that's why I was able to both use Iron Rod to kill off Elwyn first life, and then at the very end, although I wasn't able to kill off D-Lid, I was, because Iron Rod is Lancer after all, and she's sword, but she's not able to hurt me enough so that she can actually take me out, even with all those crazy skills that she had. So this is one of those instances that the Templar Knights has helped me win the game. In addition, a few guildmates of mine have noticed that his D-Lid was not able to kill my juggler when my juggler didn't have full HP. So which part is that? So let's take a look at here. So this is the ending of round 2 when SP Elwyn came in and knocked my life down. So I can't heal, so obviously I don't have full life. However, D-Lid, as you can see, the intel is not super high, but is definitely not weak. And she did have 3C, and the 3C 3C hits 1.6, so it's not shabby at all. And heavy infantry, I can't say if this is max heavy infantry or not, but I don't believe it's because his soldier training was not good enough or D-Lid is weak, and that's why my juggler was able to live. That's not why I think, and it is because when choosing your hero skills, you need to look at all the skills available to the hero. So let's look at what the actual secret is. And no, I wasn't smoking, nor was I high. If Zilong gave you a skill, we need to use it, and this is a perfect example. Yes, that's right, Magic Defense Command. I knew my juggler was gonna die no matter what. With 4 tank killers and no way to prevent heal block from SP Elwyn, my only hope was to last one more hit. In this case, Magic Defense Command stacks with normal buffs, and I already had Sophia for some type of buff. And basically with the combination of that buff and the Magic Command, I was able to live. So let's take a look at what happened again here. So here I jumped, right, to get all my... So I'm guarding magic now. Normally I wouldn't be able to guard magic if I didn't jump. Here comes D-Lid, right, coming in with Seer Miracles to get the attack boost, with Fury of Tear coming in at full attack and no crit. But as you can see, I live with 1949. and that's because I had the magic command, magic defense, and actually, you know, now that I think about it, my normal magic buff got dispelled. So yeah, that was actually very critical, because if I didn't have this, I mean, definitely would have died. The 15% is huge, because juggler base magic defense is not really high at all. So as always though, it wasn't just one particular hero or one skill, but rather it was a combination of all the heroes in the team. So basically, I did have to have Odious to put on, you know, to stall, putting the things on the ground for that one round. And we had Sophia to heal and buff. Juggler basically took 3 hits. Yusuke to look intimidating, and Eren Rod to clean up instead of Yusuke for once. So right after this, right, Eren Rod did. Oh, not this place. So let's see what happened here. So Eren Rod killed Elwyn First Life. That's one hero. And then Yusuke, I believe, did the cleanup after this. But basically, Eren Rod did help to kill off one hero. Half a hero, you can say. And after this, she was gonna 3C and basically kill off both Leon and Rosalia. So that's 2.5 heroes. And then, as we saw earlier, she did kill off right here, I believe, Liana at the very end as well, right here. So that's 3.5 heroes, and wasn't able to kill Dilit, but I believe after the next round she would have. So yeah, that was interesting. At least I hope it was. So basically, that wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you really like to see, if you like to see more of my future content, don't forget to subscribe. Love to hear your comments as well, so feel free to write below. Other than that, please take care and aloha.